An explosive confrontation took place yesterday in Donald Trump's New York civil trial. Michael Cohen, Donald Trump's former lawyer, friend of the show, and a guy who, quite frankly, just doesn't seem to be concerned anymore, if he ever was, with saying things to stay in people's good graces. Michael Cohen making it clear he's going to show up to this civil trial and he's going to testify and he's going to tell the truth as he sees it and as he knows it. And if anybody knows where the proverbial bodies are buried, and I hope it's only proverbial, I'm not saying Trump killed anybody. I'm just saying, as far as I know, they are only proverbial bodies. If anybody else has other information, you let me know. It would be Michael Cohen who knows where those proverbial bodies are buried. And when it comes to the playing fast and loose with the value of Trump's properties, if it's advantageous for them to be higher for the purposes of collateral, if it's advantageous for the values of properties to be lower for the purposes of avoiding taxation, it would be Michael Cohen who knows about that. An incredible series of reports. Here is one from Jose Pagliari, who was in the courtroom and says, as Cohen reminisces about the Trump org culture of deceit, Trump is fussing at the defense table. His attorneys keep patting him on the arm to calm down his muted outbursts. He's not loud, just annoyed. Trump behaving like a kid at the defense table. And it is really an extraordinarily damning testimony against Donald Trump. Key takeaways as summarized by CNN. And then we'll get to some video. With Trump sitting feet away, Cohen described how he manipulated Trump's financial statements, reverse engineering them to hit an arbitrary net worth. Things quickly got heated when cross-examination began as Cohen sneered at the questions and loudly objected to one line of questioning. I absolutely love it. Let's take a look at some of the video from this event. Here is Michael Cohen entering the courtroom where he will testify. A tense atmosphere. Clearly, we knew that this would trigger Trump wildly, and it did.
Michael,
all right, so there is Michael Cohen passing a gaggle of photographers and then entering the courtroom. We also heard from Donald Trump heading into court, where he faced his former lawyer, saying Cohen is simply a liar. And I apologize for the sort of shaky audio on this stuff. It's just what we're dealing with.
So he's a liar, trying to get a better deal for himself, but it's not going to work. This case, by any other judge, this case would have been over a long time ago. We did nothing wrong, and that's been proven. Thank you. We'll be out there.
All right. So Trump saying he'll be back and saying, even before Michael Cohen gave testimony, that Cohen is simply a liar trying to get a better deal for himself. Donald Trump was asked, by the way, are you concerned about Jenna Ellis's plea deal? Remember that yet another, you've got Sidney Powell, you've got Kenneth Cheesebro, and then you now have Jenna Ellis taking a plea deal, sobbing in court with tears in her eyes, as these people like to say. Trump says, I don't know a thing about what Jenna Ellis is up to.
Are you concerned about Jenna Ellis' plea deal?
No, I don't know anything about it. Don't know anything. We're totally innocent of everything. That's political persecution.
What about Tom Emmer
She was a big fan of that. And in order to do something, I guess she made a deal. It's too bad to see it.
There you go. So a glistening wet Trump says he doesn't know a damn thing about Jenna Ellis's plea deal. Here is Trump after the court appearance, asked, what was it like to see Michael Cohen again? And Trump said, just negative things about Michael Cohen.
How do you feel about Jenna Ellis taking a plea deal?
I don't feel to see Michael Cohen here. He hadn't seen him in years. And you know his record. His record is a horrible one. All you have to do is ask the Southern District of New York. He's got a horrible record. But they're just starting. But you'll see how it ends up. What about the not going to end?
We'll see how it ends up. So Trump saying that, of course, Cohen has a terrible record. I don't even know what that means. I mean, the black stains, the black stains on Michael Cohen's record are all things done at the direction of Donald Trump and to serve Trump's interests. So to the extent that that Cohen's record is bad. It's really an indictment of Trump. And I have no reason to think Cohen's been anything but honest since this all started. We then also heard Michael Cohen asked how he felt about seeing Donald Trump again.
Michael, how did you feel to see Donald Trump again? Heck of a reunion.
Heck of a reunion is the answer there from Michael Cohen. And then also hearing from Michael Cohen outside the courthouse, where he made just a very short statement.
Michael, can you say a couple words here about... Sir, right here.
Let me just turn around and say that this is not about Donald Trump versus Michael Cohen or Michael Cohen versus Donald Trump. This is about accountability, plain and simple, and we leave it up to Judge Engoron in order to make all the determinations on that. So I thank you all for coming.
So listen, for all of the criticisms of Michael Cohen and the fact that he did do Trump's bidding for a very long time, it's very hard for me to find areas in which Michael Cohen has been dishonest or anything but genuine since this entire legal fiasco started. And the critical point that we are going to talk more about today is that Donald Trump immediately attacked Michael Cohen after the testimony, which to me is a very clear violation of the gag order that has been put in place. And we're going to delve into this more deeply. But Trump flipping out on Truth Social and saying about Michael Cohen, quote, Michael Cohen was a complete and total disaster in the Biden-inspired trial today. Lie after lie and getting caught each time. My great assets are worth more than is on my financial statements, and it's not even close. The rigged trial doesn't even give me the right to a jury, but the people are watching and they are seeing what is going on here. A miscarriage of justice. The statute being used for this case gives me no rights and has never been used for this before. But the facts are all on my side. Witch hunt. I believe this is a violation of the gag order that Trump already violated once. Let's talk about that next. People in my audience who sometimes struggle with sleep. You know you've got those habit-forming prescription medications, which sometimes have side effects. You've got your herbal remedies that often do nothing. That's why the go-to can be melatonin, which is clinically proven to work and without the side effects and the grogginess. Our sponsor, Beam, makes delicious nighttime hot cocoa drinks called Dream with melatonin to help you get to sleep. Melatonin can also help correct circadian rhythm disturbances to get your schedule back on track. Like, for example, if you have jet lag. Beam's Dream Hot Cocoa with melatonin comes in great tasting flavors like mint chocolate chip, chocolate peanut butter, sea salt caramel, or caramel. Come on. No sugar added, sweetened with monk fruit, only 15 calories per serving. My favorite is cinnamon cocoa. I'll just be upfront. It's great to have before bed sometimes. It's hot, very flavorful, but not overly sweet. It's just a soothing way to wind down like an hour before going to bed. For a limited time, you'll get up to 40% off when you go to shopbeam.com/Pacman and use the code Pacman at checkout. The link is down below.